What's good, y'all? It's your boy Cody Got Fire. We're only for us TV here today, and I got a big exclusive for y'all today, man. I was sitting at work, and I'm scrolling through the YouTube world, and I see Mysonne, right? Mysonne took the time out of his day to respond to Troy Ave, and he gave a powerful response. I'm sitting at work just like zoomed into what he's saying, man. Like, I thought he would be on some hothead shit, you know what I mean? I thought he would go crazy and go like curse out Troy Ave, or you know what I mean, just go crazy on him, but he didn't. Like, he just did his grown man shit, basically. Like, he just spoke facts. And I'm gonna break down the points that he really addressed today. As you guys already know, Troy Ave took the stand a couple of days ago and helped Taxstone get convicted, all right? A lot of people took the stand. A lot of people told their truths and all of that. And this is where we at with it today. However, Troy Ave's been on a victory lap, like I said in the last video. He been making so many diss tracks back to back. His whole album is basically going at Taxstone. He's not making no party songs, no, you know what I mean, no regular songs. He's not making no regular music or whatever. He's just specifically going at Taxstone. Every single song is a diss song going at Taxstone, and it's catchy. You dig what I'm saying? And recently, he just did a podcast, his own podcast. He's doing that now, and he addressed the situation where him taking the stand. He addressed the situation with Mano speaking on his name. He addressed the situation with Mysonne speaking on his name, and he was very disrespectful and all that. Like, he was going in on all of them. So Mysonne decided to respond, and as I thought he would be disrespectful. I thought he would be highly disrespectful, but he wasn't. He actually just spoke facts, all right? So one of the main things he said was, rappers like Troy Ave and this whole new era of rappers, they are portraying and glorifying a life that's not realistic and is not cool. Troy Ave in general acts like he's this big gangster, and he's selling powder, and he will bust on any nigga that come in his way and all of that. But the minute he gets jammed up, he's talking to the cops. He's telling the police to get out of the situation. And he's saying, how you gonna portray to live this type of lifestyle, but the minute you get caught up, you ratting. You dig? And that's not what it's supposed to be in these streets. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's trying to get that message out to the youth. He said that when he got locked up, his mentality changed because he wasn't winning. He's seen what that did to his family and all the people and his friends around him, and how it affected him. Not just him, but the people around him. He's seen what it really was for what it is. You know what I'm saying? He sees how this is a no-winning game. He was like, yo, Troy Ave, how is you winning? You dig what I'm saying? You making songs that you're winning, and you winning because you told on a nigga? You winning because you snitched and shit to get out the jam? You dig what I'm saying? That's not what it is. You dig? Like, that's not a good message to promote to the youth. He said that Troy Ave, he's acting like he's a gangster, but he need to tell the kids what it really is. Like, you almost lost your life that night, and you got your best friend killed at the end of the day. You dig what I'm saying? That's not winning. That's not gangster. That shit had me like, yo, he had me quiet, like really thinking about everything that he was saying, because everything he's saying is real, and that really needs to get out to the youth these days, you dig? But it won't, you dig? This type of shit won't get out to the youth. It'll go in one ear and out the other. He also brought up the situation with 6ix9ine, how 6ix9ine was talking all his rah-rah shit at the end of the day, and then got caught up lacking in LA Fitness and got beat to a pulp. You dig what I'm saying? He was portraying something that he was not about. He was portraying a character that he wasn't. You dig? And a lot of these rappers are portraying a character that they're not. He brought up the fact about how Troy Ave was cutting ass about how his mom, Mysonne's mom, was still in the hood, living in the hood and shit like that, and he needs to get his mom out the hood. Mysonne said that Troy Ave need to worry about his mom and being in witness protection, how she got to worry about somebody coming after her, and how Troy Ave don't talk about him waking up every day and looking over his shoulder when he get out in these streets. And that's true. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of people, these people don't talk about that. Once you make that commitment to tell on the stand and shit like that, your family is put in jeopardy as well, not just you. That is not mentioned at all in these raps. He almost, what's his name? My son almost knocked me out my seat when he said, tell these kids the streets is not a myth. The shit that you telling them is a myth. That was so profound. Like, damn. He was sounding like a real preacher. You know what I mean? Preaching on a hot, steamy 98-degree weather Sunday morning. You dig? The whole clip is like almost 17, 18 minutes. I'm not going to put the whole clip up, but I'm going to put a good portion of it so y'all can get the gist of what he was saying. You heard? It was a great response. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Like, y'all going to really have the utmost respect for Mysonne if you on your real grown man mature shit. You dig, as you should be. But this is the clip. I'm gonna play for y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about this, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this situation. You heard? We're gonna keep running it up.
Brother's name is Roland Collins. So Roland Collins is one of those individuals who has lived this fake lifestyle for so long and sold this fake lifestyle to the public for so long that it actually caught up to him. And before our very eyes, we were able to see that it didn't make sense. We were able to see that, first of all, not only didn't the lifestyle he tried to sell us, or you, because I never brought it, but try to sell to these young kids, not only did it make sense, he wasn't even built for the lifestyle that he was trying to sell, right? So first and foremost, I do not advocate for any criminal activity. I live that lifestyle. None of us are perfect. I come from the streets, so I would never advocate for these kids or try to promote or market the streets as it's something to glorify, right? The street life. When I lived in the street life, it was out of a sense of desperation. You know, we've all made mistakes. You know, I was incarcerated for cab robberies that I never committed. You know, but since I was involved in the street life, I understood what the street life entailed, right? When you start profiting off the streets and you live by street codes and you're avoiding the authorities to make a living or to survive, and then you get caught up for something that you don't even do, the code of the streets, and what comes with that game is you got to figure out how to get out of it without opening your mouth. That's what comes with the game. It's the dumbest shit. It's just like MMA fighting, right? You know why I would never be an MMA fighter? Because I think it's the dumbest shit watching dudes get choked up and slammed and choked to submission and beat all up, faces bruised and all that. To me, it makes no sense. But when you sign up for MMA fighting, you can't call the police when somebody beats you up, right? You damn near dying. You can damn near die. And you can't call the police because that's what you signed up for, right? You know the new smacking game that they got where people get their head damn near smacked all the way off their shoulders? I think that's the dumbest shit in the world, and that's why I won't sign up for it, right? Because I can't see me sitting there letting somebody smack me till my face is purple and I damn near got another head on my face and concussions and smacking me to sleep and I can damn near die. It's the dumbest shit in the world. I can literally lose my life doing some shit like that. So I would never sign up for it. But the people who sign up for that, when they get smacked into a concussion if he die, he can't call the police and press the charges on that because that's what he signed up for. So just like those situations I just gave you in the streets, when you sign up for what comes with the streets, you know that you could die in the streets. You know that jail comes with the streets. So when those things come around, you can't then go to the police because you profited. You signed up for the shit that come with the streets. So you can't go to the police now. So when you decide that as a man, I made a conscious decision that I'm going against the law. I'm gonna profit off the shit that come from the streets. I'm gonna market the streets to these kids. I'm gonna sell that I'm Harry Potter and I'm Tupac and I'm Nupac and I'm all of this gangster, not even gangster, because for me, gangster is taking care of your kids. Gangster is doing the shit that's positive. But I'm this big thug and I'm the toughest and I'm all of these things. When you start marketing that and you profit off of that lifestyle, to then decide that you want to utilize the police to settle disputes that you start is cowardly. It's not about crime, it's just being a coward, right? Because a man is supposed to stand on what he's standing on. If I say this is what I am, then that's what I am. I'm not just that when it's good for me, I'm that when it's bad for me too. So Mr. Roland Collins sold you this lifestyle being Harry Potter, right? He sold you this lifestyle for years and years. And it's not really personal. See, I take it personal. I started to take it personal when, right? Because we all, you know, it's a marketing strategy. You're artists, You're a gangster, you're tough, you're a thug, you're all these things, all of these things. But the minute that reality catches up to you, right, and you cause somebody to lose their life, you almost lose your life 2 times, and you still trying to promote that lifestyle like it's some good shit, you're a clown to me. That's when it becomes personal, right? I personalize it because I know these kids are watching you and they don't have the discernment to understand that shit you talking don't really make sense. Just like when we look at 6ix9ine situation. He sold all of this shit and then a few days ago we watched him get beat almost to a pulp because he wasn't who he said he was. He never was who he said he was, but the internet and these kids that follow him believe that he was somebody else. But we knew he wasn't, and then eventually that lifestyle catches up to you. So that's where my situation, and the dislike came, not for Roland Collins, but for the lifestyle he was trying to portray. So he's made this video about me and it's funny and all of these things, and it's cool because when you're a comedian and you're a joke, people laugh at your jokes. But the serious part of this is the lifestyle that he was trying to sell, he wasn't built to deal with, right? They almost took his life 2 times. And he talking about he won. What did you win, beloved? You caused your so-called somebody that you say is your friend to lose their life. What did you win? Family members and the mother of those family members will never see their son again. What did you win? Explain to me exactly what you want. You talk about my mother being in the hood. Your mother's mother's definitely not gonna be in the hood because she's gonna probably have protective custody for the rest of her life. You're gonna probably live looking over your shoulder. You can't even walk outside comfortably. What have you won, beloved? Like, let's be realistic. These kids are watching you. You went on a stand and you told on a man that you initiated a conflict with because you weren't willing to deal with the consequences that came with that conflict that you initiated. What have you won, beloved? Tell these kids that you ain't winning nothing. Tell these kids not the streets is a myth, that the shit that you were selling them is a myth. The streets is real. They'll kill you in the streets. You'll lose your freedom in the streets. Tell these kids the truth. Stop getting up there talking like you this toughest person when you know the consequences come. You can't even deal with it. You perpetrating a lifestyle that you can't even stand on. And you're trying to make it cool not to be able to stand on what you said you could stand on. You're trying to make being a rat and a coward a marketing strategy. You taking the same strategy that 6ix9ine took and you trying to elevate it to the next level. You're trying to say, I'm a gangster, I shot somebody, I did this and that, and I shot, and I was in the club shooting rampant, and I took somebody's gun, and then I sat on because they was ready to charge me for the gun that I took and I shot, for the guns I had, and I didn't want to go to jail, I sat on the stand, I pointed at another man so he can go to jail. Not saying he shouldn't have gone to jail. Everybody need to be held accountable. But I see that man being held accountable for what he did. I didn't see that man go in the courtroom and get on the stand and say, no, Troy Ave did that. I don't know Tax Stone and don't care to. No disrespect to him. But we boycotting black murder, so the fact that a man lost his life, people need to be held accountable, and that's what it is. But I know whatever he said he was, he's willing to deal with the consequences of that. Though I think it's the dumbest shit in the world, just like I think MMA fighting is the dumbest shit in the world. I think it's dumbest shit in the world that somebody's willing to throw away their life, their freedom, and their career to prove some shit in the street. But at the end of the day, if a man is willing to do that and take the consequences that come with that, I don't have to agree with it, but I have to respect that man because he said who he was. The problem is you still, after damn near losing your life 2 times and causing somebody else to lose their life, you still selling the same lifestyle. What are you winning, beloved? What did you win? You still making songs. You still on here talking about my family and fuck my family. You still inviting the same energy that almost lost your life and got you to lose your friend's life. You still inviting that same energy into your life. Where did you win, beloved? Tell me where the win is in that. Explain to me what you want, because I don't see them winning it. When I lost my freedom, I realized I wasn't winning, and that's why I left it. And when I came home, I changed my message. How you almost lose your life, lose your friend's life, and still might lose your freedom, and you still telling somebody that you won. You still amplifying to these kids and telling them this message that you do a bunch of dumb shit that don't make sense, and somehow it's some tough shit, and you some type of hero. Where's the hero at? You making these songs? Are you giving these songs, the songs that you make in this album, are you donating it to the mother of the family that you lost? Did you even go to the funeral of the man whose life you lost? Tell me the real shit you done. Tell me, what do you win, beloved? These kids is watching you and they believe in this dumb, coward, corny shit that you do every day is something to glorify. These kids is killing each other at 12 and 13 because you run around showing videos of you shooting and you think that shit is something. What are you winning, beloved? You don't even got no friends around you. Tell these kids the truth. Tell them that every day that you wake up and you realize you can't look in the mirror because your soul is in turmoil. That you can't even go outside without looking over your shoulder in security. Tell them you're not winning nothing. Tell them this fake tough guy persona that you've been trying to sell ain't do nothing but almost lose your life and cause you everybody around you. Tell these kids the truth. You got 2 sons, beloved. They paying attention to you. Tell them the truth. Tell them you're not winning. What are you winning? If you get some money, you won? That's it? Because you think if you get a couple dollars that you winning. People done lost their life and you damn near lost your life. Bullets all in you. You don't even know if somebody else still looking to kill you. And you